Welcome back, everybody. This is our special July 4th edition, episode 27.
Episode 27.
This is the first post-roadies one, so got my award, by the way. It's my nice fancy trophy.
Very expensive.
Yeah, it's probably like, I don't know, it's more than
$1.
More than nothing, yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, in this economy, Jesus, I don't know how we should be getting trophies and shit like that.
I don't know. I think the trophy gods really look down and they're like, you know what? This is a pretty big award show, and they need to have something. So they started off with the low tier one, but I do believe that we'll work up to a pretty solid trophy one day.
Yeah, you're all geared up for the 4th, I see.
I'm very excited for the 4th.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do with any of this after this podcast. But I bought it for this podcast and have been sitting on it for a week. So I'm super excited, and I feel like a firework. I might just blow up here soon.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
Yeah, I think we can get into. We normally get into our recap, but I think this is sort of a recap. We got our stuff in.
We did.
We got all of our stuff in. We got all of our sponsor stuff in. I'm wearing the nice hat here.
Yeah, his hat's a lot nicer.
Yeah, for whichever camera I'm looking at here.
Yeah.
Nice hat going.
Yeah, W.
It fits my big ass head.
Does it?
Yeah.
Good.
And then these are it fits my big ass head pretty well, actually. And then these nice little shakers right here are made right here in the USA.
Everything about them.
Yeah, all this shit is made in the USA. This is formulated in the USA. I haven't tried this, so I was waiting. I was saving it.
Yeah.
And gonna try my first one with that's my phone going off. I can't check that at the moment, but
do a live review, a live taste test.
Yeah, mainly because I'm fucking entirely out of gas. It's been a day. Played some golf. Swam in the pool. Oh, sweet. I like this nice bag of stuff you're not supposed to eat. I'm definitely gonna eat it.
Yeah. Nice big bag of it.
Yeah.
Keep it fresh. Jesus. Yeah, no, I was thoroughly impressed with them, honestly.
Yeah, I've already tried a couple. I tried the little sampler packets that we got. That shit is very, I don't want to call it shit. It's a disservice to it. It's very good.
Yeah.
That stuff's very good. I already had one of these little energy drink guys this morning, but I'm running on fumes here, so I'm gonna mix up another one. A tiny scooper.
No.
And I might, at some point in the show, I might go and get my last little hydro pack and drink that too.
Yeah.
So
if anybody gets this, you should get this, and you should
for sure
use promo code Backroad, just because it helps us out and helps you out, gets us a little bit, gets our name out there with these guys. But
almost
you do. You like fruit stuff, but you don't want candy taste and stuff. I highly recommend this Dub Sludge. It's fantastic.
We're about to find out how much I recommend this. I just broke the plastic right before we hit the recorded button. I almost took a big drink of it without shaking it, but that would have been awful.
You were just eating, bad pixie dust.
Eating straight powder.
Oh.
Yeah, this stuff's awesome, man. And I mean, if you're a big energy drink guy, it's a real good buy. Like I love energy drinks, and I like that I now don't have to stop at gas station and spend $3 on one, or if they're on sale too for $5.50 or something. Like this is what, $39.99, I believe.
Yeah,
$39.99. Like he said, use our little promo code, you get 10% off of that. But it's a 30 servings. So if you drink it like you're supposed to, and not like a damn Neanderthal, then it'll last you for a month.
Yep. And you can, I was, they say that you use like 12 ounces of water with one scoop, but I've gotten up to 18 with one, just because you can make it kind of last, and it's lasting me throughout the day.
Yeah, I got the same jam pack.
That's what I enjoyed about it, and that's why, surprisingly, I'm going to keep rocking it at least for a bit until I just can't anymore. It's just too handy. The money you save, the time that you save, and then also it's just good. Good flavors, everybody.
This one kicks ass. This one's really good.
Really?
Yeah, it's really. I hate that it's limited edition because I'm not going to be able to get it for much longer. I'm going to have to get like 8 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. If you're not an energy drink person, they have sports drink type things too. It's the W Hydro, I believe it's called, and I got 2 little packets of those. I have one left, but I got 2 packets of those with my big starter kit, and it's really good too. It's really good too, and they also sell that in tubs. They got full 30 serving tubs of that too.
Awesome.
That's pretty cool.
I want some.
Yeah, that's really good. It's really good, and I'm now alive. Get fucking going here.
Yeah, I'm just thoroughly enjoyed. I don't really want to plug them because they don't need plugged that much right now. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed by them. Everybody go try it out. And if you don't, you're missing out until you do.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, if you don't, I think personally you can go to hell. That's a message from me, not from them. That's from me.
I think that you should just go to the website and buy it.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. That's a much better alternative than going to hell.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
You got 2 options there, and one of them's a little bit energy and eternal death. So,
man, I should wash this out real good and drink out of this like the Stanley Cup.
Whenever I did it, the only thing that I recommend.
Oh, you did drink out of it, didn't you?
Yeah, for the only thing that I recommend is checking it first, because I had a little tiny bit leak through this hole and leaked down on me after I finished it off.
I can see that happening.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking, but man, was it not fun? I'd never won an award, and when the Academy handed me it, I just cried. Had to break down. Had to do it. Well,
yeah,
we can get into the normal stuff as we do. First of all, we're going to say once again, Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Yeah, sure.
Hopefully you're lighting off some fireworks or setting some people on fire or something tonight.
Yeah, hopefully you at the end of the weekend you still have as many fingers as you do right now.
Yep. It's really funny because statistically that will not happen for everybody. So
yeah. No, somebody is definitely spending their last week with their fingers right now.
Yeah, at least all 10. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, at least
all 10 fingers.
Like Jason Pierre-Paul. You remember that guy, the old Giants? I think he was like a defensive end or something. He blew like half his fucking hand off.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That was a long time ago. Like we were growing up for that one.
Idiots. Well, what'd you get into this last week, man?
Oh man, not a lot. Anything work. Waiting for my package and stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I did have my long week. That's not true. I did get into stuff. I went to the Fridays on 5th in New Kensington, Pennsylvania, on 5th Avenue, New Ken. That kicked ass. That was awesome. That was a really good time. That was like it's just like a little festival with a bunch of food trucks and stuff like that. Just a bunch of vendors and stuff. People are selling shit. Like they had some people are set up like in stores that already exist, and they made some kind of deal with like the shop owners. Like, yeah, you could set up right here, in here, whatever.
That's cool.
There were people that like made T-shirts, like made to order T-shirts. Like you went in and told them what you wanted and stuff. They'd make the T-shirts. There was a lady selling plants. That was pretty cool. She had a big room full of plants. And then of course directly outside of the breweries, which you could also go into the breweries and get your drink, but directly outside of them, they were selling drinks. It was the brewery had their own shit set up in front of their own stores, selling drinks.
I mean, I guess if you're just trying to catch people coming by, it's kind of smart.
Yeah,
that's smart.
Yeah, I mean, we went there. I guess we about 50-50 it whenever we got drinks. It was like sometimes we would go into the brewery if we had to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like we'd go into the brewery and use the bathroom. Like, oh, while we're in here, we'll get a drink. But if we were going in to pee, we really wouldn't go get anything. So.
Come on.
Yes.
Make a run for it. Come on. Look.
Let's wait a minute on this one.
Yeah.
Coast is clear. Come on. Boy.
I was about to say, this is just going to go a lot longer. What do just for the sake of inconvenience. No, she gave up. She said, "Fuck it." She's like, "It's not coming." Go, let's subscribe. Just put that little smidge out anyway. Let me see what this text message was. Okay, we're good. Yeah, but it was pretty sweet. It was It was a good little thing. There was a place that you would really enjoy, and I would have enjoyed it too. I hate that it wasn't open yet. It opens, I think, next week. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a little, winery and cigar bar.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Like you could see in through the window. The owner was sitting outside of it. He was just sitting out there smoking cigars, drinking wine. But it's set to open I think it's Monday. I think Monday's the first day of it, like this coming Monday. So
that's awesome.
I'm definitely gonna check that out at the next one because they do them all summer. It's like the last Friday of the month for the rest of the summer. I might check it out before then because it's just a place. Like it's not only there for the festival. Like it's a place that's gonna be open there like regularly. So I'll probably check it out before it gets to the end of the month.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I would love that. I wonder what. When you find out what the name is, let me know.
Jocelyn knows his name. I'll have to ask her.
Just because I'm curious, a little curious about it now. It'd be a good spot to waste some money. Honestly, that's about it.
Yeah, that's really about all that would happen there.
Yeah,
you just
drink up your money.
Yeah, but I haven't had a good cigar in a long time. I haven't had a cigar period. I think the last time I had one was.
I haven't either.
I don't remember the last time I had one. I was gonna say your wedding, but we didn't even end up having cigars at your wedding.
I've had them randomly golfing and stuff. Me and Nate stopped. That's why we stopped at 7-Eleven. Which you gonna go, but or we were gonna get one, but then I don't know. I'm just not a smoker anymore like I was. So I just don't enjoy it anymore. Anybody? It's weird.
I do for the first. I remember the last time I had a cigar. Some random dude at a bar that we were at. We went to a bar. This is a few months ago. But this dude, like, it was a bar that you were allowed to smoke in, which those do still exist. Some people might hear that and be like, "What?" Those are real. You can still smoke in some bars. And this guy had.
Yep.
Like this guy, instead of having cigarettes, he had like 5 goddamn cigars, just like. And I was talking to him, like he knew somebody. I think he knew Jocelyn's dad or something. And he saw that I was with him, so he eventually just started talking to me. And he was like, "Hey, you like cigars?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't mind a cigar every now and then." Hands me a full one, like cuts it for me, and then hands it to me, and then hands me a torch. And I was like, "Well, shit, now I can't say no now." Like he already cut it. Like I wish that he would have waited, because I probably would have said no.
Yeah,
but because even in a smoking bar, I don't want to be the guy that smokes a cigar.
Yeah, because then you're smoking entirely too long, and there is that such thing. It's like
yeah, there is that. That's my problem with cigars. They take forever. Like I do enjoy them for about the first 5 minutes, and I'm like, all right, this is enough.
Yep.
I can't do it anymore. It's enough.
I like I used to like the big fatties just because I was like, man, yeah, this makes me feel like I'm smoking a cigar. But now I like the little stogies, just a nice little fucking a good hot dog sized one. But heck yeah, that sounds like a good time. I want to check that.
It was fun. Yeah. Then that night we came home, and some kid tried to open my apartment door. It was some teenager. There was one of my neighbors has kids that don't like live there, but they come and like see him like on the weekends and stuff. And I guess the kids, and it was a few extra kids. I think he has 2. They were like fucking 5 kids, like just out in the hallways playing around. I'm fine with kids being kids, you know what I mean? It's like I don't think kids should get in trouble for being kids, but I was standing in the kitchen with a knife and had my door been unlocked. I'm not going to look and see who it is. I know everybody that I'm expecting there is there. Yeah. It was just me and Jocelyn. Like if there's
who else is coming in?
Yeah, like if there's by a chance that I forgot to lock it and that door opens, like I'm not going to check and see who you are. You're not supposed to be there. Sorry. Yeah. Like I'm going to turn around and I might not swing the knife on you, but you're going to get hit. Yeah. You're going to get hit at the very least. Like my kitchen's right next to my door. So I'm sitting there and I hear the doorknob rattle. I said, "What the fuck?" I go over to the peephole. And on the other side of the peephole, there's like a teenage girl this far away from the door. Like trying to look into, like, I guess she doesn't know how peepholes work. You can't look in both sides of the fucking things. But she was trying to look in, like, from the outside going in. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I was like, man, if this wasn't like a teenage girl, I would like open this door and get in a fight. But I'm not going to go fight children. I'm going to just leave it go and see what happens. And they didn't bother me anymore. But I was just thinking, I was like, man, what the hell? Like, who? Like, why are you going around? Why are you going around not even knocking on doors? Like, you're trying to open doors.
Yeah. I'm with you. I was about to. Yeah, it's a good thing she's a child. It's about it.
That's about my only takeaway from it.
Yeah.
I was just in my mind. I'm like, dude, if you weren't a kid, you'd be fucked. I mean, one of us would be. I don't like
You'd at least be yelled at to know that, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, for sure. Even I think she also got off the hook because it was a girl. If it was a teenage boy, I would open the door. What the fuck do you think you're doing? You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to
aggressive.
I didn't want to be the grown man sitting there screaming at some teenage girl.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just gonna let this go.
Yeah.
Like, just gonna ignore it. If it happens again, I'll say something. But for now, I'll just let it pass. And then I did, and it turned out to be good because nothing else happened.
Yeah. You didn't cause something.
Yeah. But in my mind, I'm like, who the hell just like goes trying to turn doorknobs on people's like homes? Like, you think I'm not there or something? Like, you can hear. There's no way you didn't hear my TV.
Yeah.
Or hear me in the kitchen cutting up kiwis.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing. I was in the kitchen peeling a kiwi, and I heard the damn doorknob like was locked, but I heard just the rattle. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on here?
Well, you know what? This is a good time to give a little shout out to kiwis, because kiwi, you are freaking delicious. Great little fruit.
Kiwi's good.
I love kiwi.
They're a pain in the ass to peel.
Yeah, it's a work. It's like a pistachio. They're the pistachio of fruit. It's a little fucking annoying for what's in the outside, but man, once you get to the center, it's like, this was worth it.
Yeah,
it was worth it.
I drank almost this whole thing already.
Yeah, mine's very much almost gone. It's trying to slow it down.
Feel a little bit re-energized though.
Good. Well, good. My weekend, I got. I actually had to write everything down. I had a few things that happened. Last Friday, I got to go golfing with my buddy Greg and his son Owen. So just throwing it in there. That was a lot of fun. I very much enjoyed it. Good to see Greg. Haven't seen him in a few months. I saw a fight at Walmart last Friday. I want to talk about this. I don't know if so. I'm thinking it through. Gary was the one that was whooping ass. So for context, I am walking out of Walmart in Flatwoods, getting into my car. While I'm walking out, all I hear is this guy. He has the door open on this truck, and he's yelling at this girl, calling her a bunch of derogatory names that are probably true, but still.
Yeah, still probably shouldn't be doing it in a Walmart parking lot.
No, you should not be doing it in the Walmart parking lot. And then the guy started yelling at the dude that was in the driver's side of this truck. And the woman was like, Gary, just stay out of it. I got it. And she just kept telling the guy outside the truck to leave. And I don't know what this guy said, but Gary climbed through over top of her, was on top of her like this, reached up and punched the guy in the face.
That's sweet.
Then finished climbing through over top of her, got out of the car, and then he stood up and he's like, let's fucking go. He's shirtless, got a huge beer belly. He absolutely was not all there in the head.
Braxton County, West Virginia.
Oh my gosh, dude, it was. So they argued and fought and pushed each other around. Gary got back in because she was like, Gary, get in the fucking truck. Gary. It was just Gary after enough. Well, Gary got back in the truck. And then this dude said something else because Gary got back out, fought him, punched him, and I know that he got him good in the face because whenever he got back up, he was bleeding from the eye, just down. He had blood running. I was already done putting the groceries in my car, so I was in the driver's door just watching it because it was a couple cars over. There was an old man that was putting the stuff in his truck, and it was directly behind him. He was putting it back in and turning around and watching, putting it back in, and he looked over at me. And we both looked at each other and just smiled and just did the white guy nod our head like, yep, this is happening.
Yeah.
And we acknowledged each other. But the funniest thing was the guy that Gary was beating his ass off of. Gary hit him one more time, and then he either got hit or got pushed or something. And Gary like backed up a whole lot. And he's like, why are you backing up? You scared or something? He said, well, I don't want hit. Why? You don't want me to punch you? Well, no, it hurts, dummy. And I was like, Gary, I didn't even see Gary get hit. But Gary's right. It does hurt to get hit. So
that's not wrong.
I just entertained him. My gosh, Gary, that was a lot of fun. It's not too often. That's the first public fight I've seen at a Walmart, maybe ever.
Well, you saw a public fight in like a Kmart or something, didn't you? But that wasn't a fight so much as it was like an attempted murder.
Yeah, it was a Kroger parking lot.
Oh, it's Kroger. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Me and Faith actually just drove through that Kroger parking lot. There's a TJ Maxx directly beside it, and we were just over there a few weeks ago. It was actually whenever we all went to the game.
That's right, because I think you said something about that when we were there. Yeah. Did you tell her about that? Were you like, yeah, it's all gonna get stabbed here?
Yeah.
That's
so that was Friday. Saturday had a wedding. Congratulations, John, Daniel, and Alyssa. Beautiful wedding, fun time. We really enjoyed it. That's about that. That was about it. I really enjoyed just me and Faith getting to dress up.
Wait, did you just name 3 people, or was one of those
John Daniels?
Okay, one of those people had 2 names. Okay, yeah. Okay. I was like, 3 people got married. That's fucking nuts. That's ultra progressive.
John Daniel and Alyssa.
This is ultra progressive.
Congratulations, John, Daniel, and Alyssa.
That's the way I heard it, man. I was like, what? It's nuts.
Oh,
no judgment, but damn, like that's unheard of around here.
Oh yeah. But that has me excited. There this weekend we have a wedding that Faith's in. She's the matron of honor, and so I'm super excited for this weekend. Then I got to spend some family time. On the way home, everybody check it out. I'll throw the link is going to be in the bottom of this video, so just go to the description and find the link. I started a national petition for Walmart to reopen to 24 hours. So I need more people to sign on to that. So people sign on to that, read it. I promise it's really good. I wrote it at 11 o'clock at night on the way home. So yeah, follow that link, click that. I need that. I started my silver show, everybody. That was big news. That's big news. Very excited about it.
Oh, it's all this stuff except for this one's out.
Yeah.
Yeah, these 3.
Yeah, Stacking Solo. You can check me out. If you type that in to YouTube, if you don't put a space between stacking and solo, then you'll find me. And if you put a space, then you'll find a bunch of cup games. So just scroll, and you'll find a guy with some coins.
You don't put the space.
It's really fun. Me and my coworker found that out today. It's really odd.
Oh, is that like do you remember the thing? It was that whole game where you stack the cups and then unstack the cups. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's really people doing that. So stacking solo with coins, and find that. Follow me, subscribe or whatever it is on YouTube. I don't know which it is. Subscribe. Yeah. So don't follow me because I don't have anything else. If you follow me, I'm calling the cops. Creep. Back up, unless I like it. I don't know. Maybe I'll tip my hat. Do it all secret faces.
And then subscribe to us too if you're not. And if you are and you have Spotify, go on there and follow us on Spotify. It is follow on Spotify, I believe. I don't use Spotify, so but it's
and then the same thing on TikTok and same thing on Instagram. Everybody, check us out.
Yeah, no Twitter. We don't have Twitter around here.
Twitter's for the people that want to be all political. We're not political.
Yeah, just Twitter is just the arguing app. That's just what it is. It's like people pay a couple bucks a month for their little blue checkmark thing, and they'll say stupid shit so they can get people to engage with them, and then they'll get paid like they're $2.18 or whatever. I don't even know what it is. It's all like exposure based, but it's it's annoying. It's like I can't get on Twitter for any longer than like 10 minutes at a time because I'm like, wow, these people are just mad at nothing.
Yeah,
like these people are just mad at shit.
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah.
But that was my week, everybody. So go check everything else out. I'll plug in that petition there at the end as well because I really want that to take off. If I could get Walmart to open back up, I'd consider myself a West Virginia hero.
I think a lot of people would consider you a hero, like everyone.
Yeah, I really would. Yeah, it'd be cool. Well, it needs to be. I've looked on their website. I've read everything. The reason is still because of COVID.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I remember I worked at Walmart whenever COVID happened. I remember they started closing at like 8. I can imagine how inconvenient that was for a shopper, but let me tell you, as an employee that worked until 10, that kicked ass. It was so nice just getting to like actually get some work done without some idiot asking you a bunch of stupid questions about shit.
Yeah.
Where's this and where's that? Like, can you not read? There's signs everywhere. Oftentimes it was like the signs like
Pretty close to
Can you tell me which aisle the granola bars are in? And I'm like, look up the sign above my head, like there.
You quit looking at the wrong time, buddy.
Right down there.
Yeah.
They're right down there. I'm looking at them. I see them.
Idiots.
Walmart's hell workout during COVID.
Oh, I'm sure.
People were
I could only
like
imagine.
mauling people for hand sanitizer. I didn't see any fights, which is crazy because I thought I would.
Especially being where you're at, just with the population that visits yours. Like, there's a lot of people that visits those Walmarts up there.
Yeah.
Especially because they're so many. It's convenient to just go to another if you don't want to drive to work.
I worked at a big ass one too. A couple months before I started working there, some drunk lady came in there and pissed on a bunch of potatoes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I heard about it on the Trailer Park Boys podcast, and I was watching, at the time, I was watching like an old episode. Because anybody who's watched Trailer Park Boys, they do a podcast where they're in character. Like, they're in their Trailer Park Boys characters. And they were talking about it, and he just said a Walmart in Pennsylvania. And I thought to myself, I said, like, it was back at the time, I said, shit, I just started working with things. I wonder. Just for shits and giggles, where it was. And I Googled it, and I said, no way. Was that the one that I worked at the time?
That's hilarious.
That was so far from me now. I don't even go there to shop anymore. I went there to shop for a couple of years until I moved to the other side of the city.
Yeah.
Now I got a different Walmart.
I like that Walmart, though. Actually, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, you went there that one time because we went to go get supplies. Mm-hmm. We went to go get we went to go get a propane torch. That was like the whole reason we went. And we didn't even find one, and then I ran into my buddy that worked there, and I was like, hey, dude, do you happen to have, like, I hate asking people in stores, but I knew him, and I was like, is there any chance that you guys have any more of these? They just haven't been stocked today. He said, let me go look. He comes back like 2 minutes later.
Yeah.
Like, full pack. I was like, yes, you're a hero.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a good time, other than the pay. That was not a good time.
Yeah.
Well, working there was fun.
That's how I feel now. But then I'm like, well, there's certain benefits to it.
Yeah.
I don't make any real money, but I have a retirement here. That's cool.
That's good.
And they match me.
Yeah.
I'm able to do a little bit. Well, I'm just going off the top of my list. First talking point is going to be random and really short. Fuck you, Riverside.
Nice.
I'm
yeah,
done.
Right.
You're frustrating.
I wasn't here for this one, so I do want to know what happened.
Well, I had a setup similar to that one. Well, that came over. That's okay. How it's like square or straight up. I had this camera set up. I was recording for my Silver show. Straight on for my introduction. You have like 5 minutes straight on, and then like just 20 minutes of showing coins, talking about the coins, and then a closer. Well, I have to rotate my camera. They try to throw so much crap into this app right here that if I go right now, I can't rotate my camera. You can only keep your camera on. It can only record one thing at a time. So I have to have multiple recordings and then download all of them and then trim them all together because you can't just put 3 actual separate recordings together in the app either or online because I do mine through the actual computer. So how retarded is it that you can't put multiple clips together through there, but also you can't just rotate like. You just made me mad. Let me just flip my camera around, and that would save everything.
Yeah, that does suck. That is annoying. I didn't know that, because I went to go record something myself the other day for our product, and then I ended up deleting it because I was basically whispering because it was like the middle of the night and everybody was sleeping, and I live in an apartment building, so I was like, I'm not gonna sit here and fucking yell. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and yell, so I'm just gonna scrap this for now. But yeah, all I did was I had thought about that. I was like, I need to do this in chunks. But then I didn't even try. I said, nah, hell with it. I'll do one long video. I'll trim out what's not needed. And then I got to it, and I listened to about 45 seconds of it. I'm like, wow, I sound not excited at all. I sound like they were pointing a gun to me and making me film the commercial, which was not the case.
Yes.
Like,
I wanted to do this.
I did it on my own.
Idea.
Did on my own accord. They don't make us do anything. They're very cool. They don't make us do anything.
Gosh,
yeah, we just support it for their sake and for ours, and because it's good.
It's really good. It surprised me.
It surprised me. I was I didn't have super high expectations, and I tried it, and I said, "Damn, like that's actually really good."
Yeah. I really enjoy that kind. But Riverside, yeah, screw you. Really frustrated, and I am currently looking at others. We will be transferring for you guys.
No.
Probably. Oh, that smells delicious.
It is really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it kicks ass. I liked it better than any of the sampler packs I had. I had 3 of them. I still have 1 left. I'll try in the morning.
Yeah. But that's how I was. I enjoyed what I bought more than the sample packs. Nothing against. I actually rated them here, which we're talking about it now. So it'll actually be part of it. So I had Dragonade and
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Galaxy Grenade.
That was okay. I didn't hate it.
Galaxy Grenade, I gave a 5 out of 10. And it would be really good for a lot of you guys or a lot of the younger generation that wants like a candy tasting drink.
Yeah, that is what it was. Really candy flavored. Yeah.
And I just want stuff to taste like juice. I don't even drink energy drinks because I want the energy. It tastes like just really good juice specific ones. And for me to be able to transfer over to this shows that at least not dub sauce,
Sludge.
dub sludge. Yeah, the dub sludge, it rocks. I gave it a 9 out of 10. That's how you know it's good. Green apple and something. It is delicious, guys.
Yeah, Granny Smith apple. Granny Smith apple and secret sauce.
Mm-hmm. Well, that secret sauce adds, that Granny Smith hits. Dub sludge, 9 out of 10. Everybody definitely buy that and use promo code Backroad when you do.
Yeah.
And then I had Dragonade, which was also pretty good. I gave it a 6 out of 10. It was still a little candy-ish, but also a little like punchish, fruit punchish.
Yeah.
In a way, you know. Not bad at all. But for me, again, I wanted something to taste like juice or fruit specifically. So that's why that really that does well. So Dub Sludge is my top so far.
Yeah, I haven't tried yours. I've tried the other ones. This one was great. What is this one? Shadow Monarch Surge. It's blue raspberry and grape. That kicks ass. Those are like 2 of my favorite flavors of everything.
Yeah,
like blue raspberry and grape, and they're both together.
They knew
that one's really good. Yeah, if you want to try this one, pull the trigger now because it's limited edition. Like it won't be there forever. So, I bet unless you bought a lot of it, I bet if it's sold like crazy, it might be there forever. I don't know. I don't work for them like directly, so I can't tell you that it will or won't. But
yeah,
I bet if it did enough numbers, they wouldn't have much of a choice.
No, they'd be like, all right, this is kind of a go-to. Obviously,
they might eventually have to take
which I'd say the flavor they'll probably push into other things and just pull off the creator combo.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope some variation of it sticks around because it is very good. But I at least have it for the next month, so I'll probably get another tub of it actually while it's still around.
Yeah.
Yeah, go try that stuff out, man. Try all of it out.
100%. I have a peach one. I haven't tried the peach. I know I said I like fruit. I don't enjoy peach stuff, especially drinks, because it just tastes too artificial. I love real peaches, but that's it.
The only thing I like peach is tea.
Yeah. So I'm iffy on trying the peach one. I will, or I'll give it to probably over at the beach. Give it to one of my brothers or something so that they can try it.
It's funny because that's the one I still have in there that I haven't tried yet.
Yeah,
that's like I also have the peach one. And I haven't tried that. I'll try that in the morning. But
well, let me know what you think. I will not.
Yeah,
I don't really plan to.
Yeah, go buy all this stuff. It's awesome. If you get like the big bundle, you get a hat too. That's why I got the hat on my head.
Yeah, I want that. I want that bad. I wish I could guarantee that I wouldn't get the same sample flavors. That's the only thing I want to.
Yeah, I feel like you will since we got the same exact ones.
Yeah,
like we ordered different sampler packs, and we got the same 3.
Yep.
And then I got 2 of the same flavor of the hydro. I forget what flavor that was.
Oh,
it was
really?
good. Yeah, it was good. I still have it in there. I have more in there.
Nice. Oh heck yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Good.
It's good stuff. I think we can get into some other shenanigans.
Yeah.
Now that I'm done praising our boys over there, which I'll probably praise them again throughout the thing, especially if I mix up another drink with my stuff I haven't drank yet. I think it's pretty cool to start. I think we should start out with fun facts about 4th of July. Since it is the 4th of July, you're Mr. 4th of July. You're Uncle Sam back in his younger years. Um,
Yes.
this one's not as interesting, but it's pretty crazy. The 4th of July wasn't deemed a federal holiday until 1870.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. They probably didn't really celebrate holidays.
That's actually probably very true. Yeah.
Why would you? If I was working on the farm with my 12 kids and I knew I was probably gonna die soon, and somebody was like, "Are you guys excited for Christmas?" I'd be like, "Eat a dick."
Yeah. Yeah, I got so much shit to do. I'm not excited for anything. I'm gonna die in about 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna die, and the field's not done being plowed. Are you kidding me?
Here's another one. This is crazy. Thomas Jefferson and John Adams both died on July 4th, 1826, within 5 hours of each other. The 50th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence.
Dang.
That's wild. It's crazy they lived that long back then. Thomas Jefferson was 82 and John Adams was 90. Those guys were older than shit.
They definitely make it seem like everybody died a lot younger.
I think a lot of people did, but I mean, they probably had money.
Oh yeah, they had stupid money. They had slave money.
That's true. Oh shit, Justin, sorry. Wearing Old Glory violates the U.S. flag code. Having viewing a flag, t-shirt, beach towel, shorts, headband, or any other item that is representative of the U.S. flag. Turns out you're in violation of the U.S. flag code. You know what the cool thing about this is, we live in the United States, and you're free to do that if you want to, no matter what code it does or doesn't violate.
Well, this says Old Glory. I bought both of these new.
That's right. Yeah, that's New Glory. Yeah.
Yeah, this is New Glory. I'm very glorified.
The last line says, that being said, in this instance, the flag code is not enforced or even enforceable, so don't worry, you won't get arrested by the flag police. That's good.
Don't worry. It's a law, but it's not one that can be upheld.
Yeah, it's like an unwritten rule, or maybe it's a written rule, but you don't have to listen to it.
It's probably one of those ones it's like the British ones. They were written a long time ago, and nobody actually got rid of it. They just wrote one to kind of abide it.
This one's wild. Although an official national census was not completed until 1790, the U.S. Census Bureau estimates that there were only about 2.5 million people living in America in 76. That's insane. What are we at now? 300-something million? 330 million?
Probably, yeah. 300 something, but probably, yeah. Man, that's crazy because we killed a lot of Indians.
Fireworks date back as a tradition of Independence Day as early as the first anniversary, 1777. It makes sense.
Yeah, there's been fireworks since like the 5th or 6th century.
That's wild. I'm sure they've come a long way. I like fireworks. The best thing about fireworks is you don't have to spend a lot of money on them if you just like live in an area where you know that some of your neighbors are gonna spend hundreds of dollars on them. You can just enjoy the show anyway. This one says bottoms up with 2 times the rum. I want to know what this is. On the second anniversary of Independence Day in 1778, American troops were fighting the American Revolutionary War. During this time, George Washington ordered a double ration of rum for American soldiers to celebrate the holiday.
Double ration.
Yeah, he celebrated the holiday. He said, fuck Christmas, but he celebrated
He'll take that.
July.
Well,
Yeah, he said Christmas. He said, no, we're working, boys. We're crossing the Delaware.
I guess he did kind of help create this holiday, so.
Yeah, he was maybe he was just real high on himself. It was like how we gave ourselves an award show. He gave himself a holiday. Do you think he pitched for it to be George Washington Day?
I bet somebody did.
Oh, I bet somebody has at some point. Men love fireworks. $1 billion worth.
That's a funny fact.
According to the American Pyrotechnics Association, Americans spend more than $1 billion on fireworks each year. Out of this, only 10% of firework displays are set off professionally, which probably accounts for an estimated 12,900 firework-related emergency room visits across the country.
Okay, that's the fun fact. I don't care about the money because I just don't care. But almost 13,000. Oh my gosh.
70% of those injuries are men.
Bro, 4th of July is a terrible time. I bet the hospitals are hating this time. That's awful.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That would suck.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. I'll skip a couple. Some of them aren't as good. The average age of the signers of the Declaration of Independence was 45. 56 people signed it. The youngest were 26 years old. The oldest was Benjamin Franklin, 70 years old.
That old freaking chlamydia filled. Oh, man.
Yeah, he flew kites and stuff, I think. Maybe that's not real. I don't know. I don't know what this one is. I'm not going to read the whole thing. This is funny. There's something written on the back of the Declaration of Independence. And it reads right here. And no, it isn't a treasure map written in invisible ink. It's just a simple message that reads Original Declaration of Independence, dated 4th July 1977. According to the same article, no one knows who wrote this or when, but it was believed to have been added as a label during the years of the Revolutionary War when parchment was frequently rolled up for transport. This says on the actual very first 4th of July in 1776, only 2 men signed it on that day. Yeah, so Charles Thompson and John Hancock were the only 2 men who actually signed the Declaration of Independence on July 4th, 76.
Well, no wonder John wrote. He had all the room to write it.
That's right. Yeah, that's why his fucking thing was so big. Yeah,
like, nobody else is signing.
Yeah, people gave him shit for his big signature. He was like, "No, I'm first, bro.
Yeah,
take up whatever space I want." Yeah, the other 54 delegates signed over the course of the next month. Oh, this is pretty crazy.
That makes sense.
Americans will enjoy 150 million hot dogs during the 4th. According to National Sausage and Hot Dog Council, that's real. The National Sausage and Hot Dog Council? Then Americans are expected to eat 150 million hot dogs over the 4th of July holiday. This is part of an estimated 7 billion that are expected to be eaten during the summer during Memorial Day to Labor Day. The designer of the 50-star flag lived in Lancaster, Ohio.
Oh, something for Ohio. There you go, guys. You're a winner to a point. A little bit.
And then, fun fact, the last one, we didn't actually declare independence on the 4th of July. One of the greatest misconceptions of the 4th of July lies in the name and date. It's widely believed that America declared their independence from Britain on July 4th. However, the official vote actually took place 2 days before, and holy shit, that's today! That's real time today. Yeah, we're celebrating both of them.
Happy Independence Day, everybody! That's right.
Yeah, that was a little 4th of July trivia for you, even though we didn't answer any questions. But that was a little fucking fun stuff. I like. There's one picture on the thing, and it's the dude that made the design the flag. He's wearing it. He broke the code.
Yeah, that's because he knew this thing was too hard. It rocked too hard.
Yeah, and then again, he designed it.
The flag's just baller, guys. Ball in.
It says he designed the 50-star one, though. He kind of ripped off the original, though. It's not a very different design than the original, other than there's more stars on it.
Yeah, you just added a couple more. No, I don't know. I guess I'd have to really compare.
Yeah. It says in 1958, a history teacher assigned a class assignment to redesign the national flag as both Alaska and Hawaii near statehood. He was 16. 16 designed a new flag using the old 48-star flag.
I'm going to be honest.
And $2.87 worth of blue cloth.
You're 16 years old, and he's probably 85 in this picture.
This is awesome. His design earned him a B-, which he challenged by sending it to Washington, D.C. to be considered by President Dwight D. Eisenhower. His teacher gave him a B-, and he said, "I'll show you." The little bitch.
Bro.
He sent it to the White House. That's awesome. I wonder if he got his grade up.
That's what I'm wondering.
Like if
I wouldn't have. I'd been like, dude, that's long gone. I'm sorry. But if I was that teacher, I'd feel bad. I'd be like,
oh shit, if I would have kept reading. Once the flag was selected, his grade was rightfully changed to an A.
Then again, though,
his design became the official flag in 1960.
Then again, though, why did this president not go and be like, all right, buddy, You got a B. Who got an A? Let me see the A designs. Because maybe there was a better design out there, and we overlooked it because some bratty little 16-year-old that wanted an A.
He wanted to be a smart ass.
Yeah.
It's like, he took the same flag they've been using for 200 years.
Added
two stars to it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I agree with his teacher for giving him a B minus. Like, no disrespect to this guy. He is dead. No disrespect to this guy. Yeah, he didn't try that hard.
No.
Yeah, he spent a whopping $2.87, which I'm sure back then was worth, a little more, but still not that much more.
Probably 15.
Yeah, I was about to say what he spent $15, $20, $25.
For a B, you fucking loser.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Sorry for my language there, but you loser.
Shouts out to the teacher for giving him a B minus. I would have too. I would have been like, really?
Yeah. You did something, but yeah. Did you try that hard?
It would have been really funny if he just would have taken the 48-star one, because it sounds like he made this himself and evened them out to where it would match 50. Yeah. And it would be cool if he just took the 48-star one and then just crammed 2 stars in there, but they didn't fit.
All awkwardly. People are so stupid nowadays. If we ever get a 51st state, they're going to take all the stars off and just put a big 51 there. I'm afraid of what happens. Well, with the way the people in charge are, yeah, they're a bunch of idiots. We're all idiots. That motherfucker put his face on it. We're literally... I'm trying to think of that movie, but there's a reference I was going to make. But I forget the movie, so I can't do it right now. I'll remember about halfway through this. Oh, you remember it tonight when you're like going to sleep? Yeah, it's really going to bother me. It's bothering me now. But it is what it is. Who knows, guys? I'm telling you. You know what? I need that. I need somebody to hand me a trophy. That's what's wrong. Yeah. Oh, okay. So the movie. Well, I would have shit. I would have shit my pants. I'm literally seeing, and I see everybody in it, but I just can't remember it. But just a political movie. It's just funny to think about. Just where we're at. Yeah, it's rough. They got the alligator Alcatraz now. I hate that they call it that. They can't think of a better name. I think it's funny. There's Batman villains. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's just Batman villains running the ship. Yeah, I don't. They're selling merch for the thing too. That's hilarious. It's smart. I mean, if you're gonna, that just goes into. I'm a Republican. I am a conservative, but there's a lot of it's stupid. It's stupid, but it just plays into the fucking military, or not the military, into the prison industrial complex, into the independent businesses that is fucking running prisons in the United States. It's not about rehabilitation or about assistance or even about punishment. It's just about money and about funding money and ensuring that money and the government or government and these private prisons work together. It's really shitty. It's one area, that and medicine, that and healthcare are 2 areas that I do not get along with the fucking old school conservatives. They can all shove it right up their butt because they don't know what they're talking about, because it is not the same world that they grew up in. No, it's not. It's not. Like, once upon a time, it was probably, more along the lines of correct. It's not now. It's not. It's, that's the thing that bugs me too. It's like, how many tax dollars were spent on these alligators? Yeah, it's a fuck. Or this thing that popped up quicker than a Dollar General in rural West Virginia. You know what I mean? Built the damn thing overnight. Yeah, and you know that building it, one, is not cheap. No. But putting that much labor to where they're that motivated, that there's got to be something behind that. I could think of, like, if you were to let me sit down and think of them, I could think of 100 better uses of that amount of money. Yeah. And I could say anything. I could say almost anything, and it would be a better use than, building some makeshift prison surrounded by alligators. Right, especially whenever it's just not necessary. When we have a bajillion prisons, when we have plenty of prisons that are already run down, if you're going to do it, you don't have to revamp that one. We got prisons closing all the time, but we've also got prisons opening. Like, I don't know. The whole criminal justice system needs real reform. Everything does, but it really does, because it makes no sense why the government on either side, but why the government would be more concerned about creating housing for criminals than solving the criminal issue, than helping them not fucking be criminals, not come back into prison. No, we're just going to continue to build more and make sure that we can house them separately.
Well, from what I understand, it's not even like a regular prison. It's for like illegals.
Is that
It's
one
for like
I
thought it was for undocumented immigrants. I might be wrong.
Okay, I thought it was for. No, you're probably right, because it's this administration. I was thinking that it was for people that weren't supposed to get out, that were basically just on like death row, basically.
Yeah.
But yours makes sense. Alligator Alcatraz.
Yeah, that's what it's called. It's already flooding. It opened yesterday and it flooded today.
I'm telling you right now.
That's fucking sick.
If there's one thing you don't want to flood, it's something that has alligators in it.
Right?
What are the safety measurements put in place to keep these alligators in?
Oh, it was an abandoned airport is what it is. And this is news from 6 days ago. The abandoned Florida airport being turned into Alligator Alcatraz opened yesterday. That's a week. Yes, that's what it is. Yeah, Alligator Alcatraz to receive first immigrant detainees Wednesday night. Better get some water out of there.
First of all, you can build that anywhere. Putting it in Florida is so stupid, in my opinion. But you can put that anywhere. Why are you going to put that there where, though it's a beautiful weather, these guys aren't going to really enjoy the weather? And you've got flooding, you've got hurricanes, you've got all these natural disasters. That's good. Like, I'm telling you, these alligators are going to end up hurting somebody in the public. That's going to be freaking hilarious. Not funny for the person. Oh,
how is that on Homeland Security's actual social media?
I don't know, but I hope I can find that. I want to clip that alligator and save it.
Why do we just have fucking meme making edgelords running the country, dude? This is crazy. Like, that's on the official. Wow, this is a disturbing looking place.
Oh yeah, I saw the inside of it. Yeah, they look like.
I'm not gonna say what it looks like.
Well, they're just the containment camp. That's what they all look like. That's what the ones that Obama put up in 2012.
Yeah.
Those are like the ones that Trump put up in 2018 or 2019, whatever it was. It's just a prison and not a camp. So it's just dog cages.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. There's kennels with beds. Yeah, that's unfucking believable. Yeah, I don't know how much money this thing costs. Yeah, they're selling merch.
And I got to.
Beer koozies. Oh, courtesy of the Florida GOP.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's not they themselves. That's just fucking people in general market make money off of anything they can, just attach and shit. Yeah, that's dumbass Republicans.
That's unbelievable. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they have baby clothing for it too.
And I am not for, and like literally, I'm not for illegal immigration in any way. I'm not for one illegal crossing in any way. I just think it's a dumb use of our money at the moment. Yeah,
this is just really fucking stupid.
I think illegal immigration and illegal immigrants are a big issue, and they definitely, and all that needs taken care of. But
yeah, but I don't think the solution is putting them in dog cages and surrounding them with alligators.
No,
I think it's silly.
Well, they've kind of been doing that anyways. Like, maybe not with the alligators, but they've been fucking separating them and sending them off and putting them here. Like, but why? Just this so fucking dumb.
That's wild.
the most frustrating thing with politics, and I've realized it the older I get, is that no matter what one administration does in 4 years, which really it's not 4 years, because the first year is just trying to undo whatever the last administration done. Then you have 2 years of trying to get shit done, and then so really a president only makes like 1 to 2 real big decisions in their 4 years. But it's just a pissing match. It's one pissing on the fire of the last administration and then starting a new fire themselves that the following administration then goes in, pisses on to put out, and then starts another one.
Yeah, it's an endless cycle of dumbassness.
Oh my gosh, dude. You can't get anywhere because, well, nobody wants progress. They just want fucking personal, they just want money. They just want personal achievement, and that's it.
Yeah.
Which I get. I want personal achievement, but not above a lot of things.
Yeah.
Gotta have a little bit of morals, a little bit of character.
I think this would be a good transition to talk about our sports like we normally talk about. And this is an exciting one to talk about because free agency in the NBA just kicked off a couple days ago. There's surely going to be a lot more shit happen before this comes out. I'd say there's going to be a lot more shit happen. I'll scroll through and see which ones I find notable and read those off. The Suns added the EuroLeague Finals MVP. Don't know who it is, but that's a pretty impressive accolade to get signed. Nigel Hayes-Davis.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Let's see.
He's on his picture on all Instagram. If it wasn't for Instagram, I wouldn't know shit about sports. Shout out Instagram.
Hey. There's a lot of people opting out of their deals and just signing a different one and staying with the same team. Mm-hmm. I've noticed that. Bobby Portis did that. Declined his player option for 25-26 and instead agreed on a 3-year, $44 million deal to stay put. Don't know who that is. Don't care about this. Let's see. Kevin Porter Jr., former Cavalier. He comes back to the Bucks. 2 years, $11 million. Karis LeVert, another former Cavalier. 2 years, $29 million with Detroit. Let's see. Brook Lopez. Man, Brook Lopez was awesome. I didn't even know he still played. Mm-hmm. But I think it's pretty cool that he does. I think it's pretty cool that he does still play. Yeah, Brook Lopez, 2 year, $18 million with the deal with the Clippers.
Just making some money. That's what it is.
Oh, let's keep scrolling here. Former 6th Man of the Year winner, Jordan Clarkson. He's getting bought out by the Jazz and was signed with the Knicks. D'Angelo Russell's going to Dallas. Rockets. This one was funny to me because the Rockets don't need a center. This really just feels like they did this so other people didn't get them. They brought back Clint Capella, 3 year, $21.5 million.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that the Hawks were. Caleb was telling me that. Caleb's like, "Why don't we got this guy?" I said, "Okay, whatever you say."
Michael Porter Jr. going to the Nets. He was on the Nuggets. He's getting traded for Cam Johnson. Michael Porter Jr. and an unprotected 2032 first-round pick. Julius Randle staying with the Timberwolves. 3 years, $100 million for Julius Randle. No offense to Julius Randle, but shit.
There's no way you bring that value to the team.
This was just DeAndre Ayton getting released. Just bought out the contract of DeAndre Ayton. No sign yet, at least not. He might have by now. I'm not sure. Harden plans to re-sign with Clippers. He is another guy opted out of the last year of his deal and signed a new deal worth $81.5 million. Doesn't say how long.
Probably 2 years. Yeah, LeBron's the biggest one. That's the one that
LeBron's the one I definitely want to get into before I get into the rest of these. LeBron James. This says reports LeBron James to stay with Lakers. This was Monday. He opted back into his. He didn't opt out of his thing. He opted back into his. It was like $53 million a season or something like that.
Yeah, 52.6. Yeah.
Yeah, and then and then now I don't know the rumors of this, but he wants out. And I think the Lakers want him out. not like I don't think they have any problems with each other, but they're just going in two different directions. You know, LeBron James is going into year 22, and the Lakers are young.
Yeah.
Like I think they're trying to. I think they'd rather not. I guess they're gonna have to pay him one way or another unless they trade him. But I don't see anybody trading to take up $50+ million of your cap space for a 1 year rental.
Yeah.
And especially what they'd have to give up for him. But I'd like him to come back to Cleveland.
Finish out there.
I'd like him to come back to Cleveland. But what I will say, I ate my words once, and I'd like to eat my words again. So Aaron Rodgers proved me wrong. He didn't. You know, I said he doesn't work here, and then by the time it came out, he did. So I tell you what, LeBron James doesn't play for the Cavaliers.
Yeah.
He doesn't work there, and you know maybe by the time this comes out, that'll change.
Let's hope so.
But as of right now, he doesn't work there.
That would make a change. A lot of my opinion.
But yeah, I think as much as I'd love for him to go back to Cleveland, I don't think they need to make if the only way that he goes back is if the Lakers buy him out, pay him, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and then he signs like the vet minimum to go to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're not going to have a championship team because you know what's going to have to happen if they trade him. They're gonna want Darius Garland and Jared Allen, and like, how do you fuck your next 5 years?
Yeah,
for maybe winning a championship with one guy for a feel-good story.
And that's what it would be. Yeah, you can't. They wouldn't know. Nobody would do it. Not now.
I would hope not. The Cavs have been too smart lately. They got Lonzo Ball, which is sweet. So that's a good little bench piece for us.
No, I don't think that they would do any. I don't think they're that dumb.
I hope not. But I hope the Lakers buy his ass out and then he just signs with Cleveland on his own accord. Because if Cleveland wants to pull the trigger on the trade, the Lakers are going to ask for a lot, you know? And I just don't think, like, Darius Garland's still relatively young, Jared Allen's still relatively young. I don't think I don't think you give all that up for a 1 year rental just so he can have this feel good last season.
And not this age LeBron, that's the thing.
No. Well, what is he, 41?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good plan. And unless he's willing to do it for a bargain, but like if they buy him out and he leaves, great. If it's just up to a trade, then he can go somewhere else for all I care.
Yeah.
Who else is on here? Let's see. Eric Gordon still plays. Didn't know that. He re-signed with Philadelphia. 1 year vet minimum. Larry Nance back to the Cavs. Yeah, now we just need LeBron James so they can remake the old video. I saw that video everywhere whenever they signed him. The old video of LeBron doing the fucking, I forget if it was the no look pass or it was the pump fake and then the dish off to him. And then he fucking slammed it in and he turned into Patrick. Man, this one made me feel old because I saw a picture of it on Instagram. It said Tim Hardaway Jr. joins the Nuggets, and it showed a picture of Tim Hardaway Jr. and he had like grays in his beard. And I said, "What? No way, he's that old now, right?" Which I mean, I got grays in my beard, and I'm not as old as him. But still, like,
no, yeah, he should be. I mean, he's
33.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
yeah, believe it or not, his dad's Tim Hardaway Sr. Says so right here. Yeah, says so right here. It actually just says Tim Hardaway. Yeah, can't believe it. But yeah, it is crazy seeing it's crazy seeing guys that I remember coming in that are getting older.
Yeah.
Nuggets get Jonas Valanciunas. Miles Turner finally left the Pacers, which is nuts.
Where'd he go?
Milwaukee.
Oh, that's honestly.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is making a shitload of money.
That's a shit. Well, is it? Did he resign?
4 years, $285 million. Like $70 million a year. Now, I don't know. But I don't think Oklahoma City's very expensive to live in either. That guy's just going to be sitting on cash.
Dude, that's wild.
Like, I don't think they get the ass taxed off of them.
Why the fuck are there this much money in sports, people? I don't care. It's not worth it. That's retarded. $71 million for one man, 1 year.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean,
good for you, buddy.
Yeah, no doubt. Good for him.
I'm so happy for you.
But I will say, he's worked out for him so far.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's worked out. It's just, I don't have an issue with him or the Thunder. I have an issue with sports in general being a fucking like, it's not entertainment anymore. It's all just money. And it's fucking annoying to me. It's just like sports.
Yeah, there is too much side shit, sponsorships, like NASCAR's in a few years.
Well, no offense, you do nothing. You guys do nothing. You do absolutely nothing for anybody. You generate money for the people you work for, but outside of that, professional athletes do nothing for anybody. You are entertainment. You are the lion and the horse and carriage that is inside the Coliseum. You are the distraction for us from our everyday life, but you do not deserve to make more in 1 year than most people make with their entire family combined in a lifetime. That is fucking retarded. Oh my gosh.
I think it's crazy looking at the pay range. Like, I don't know what the league minimum is now. It's probably like $2-3 million a year, something like that. Like for vets.
Yeah.
It's just crazy that you can have one guy that's making that, one guy that's making 71. Mm-hmm. I personally, like, I don't have too much of a problem with it, but it's like, what I have a problem with is how they get the money. I think if you bring in the money, then yeah, you should, pay the guys that generate it, that generate the most of it. You should pay them more, yeah. But the way that they make the money is just by like just fucking slapping logos on every goddamn thing that exists.
Yep. The value's not there. That's the thing.
Yeah, like if you bring in the money on your own accord, I don't have any problem. I don't even have problems with sponsorships, but when it's like anything that ever moves in the NBA or anything else has got a sponsorship on it.
Yeah,
they're gonna. Did we talk about them putting the sponsorships on the floors?
Yeah.
Or was that a joke, or is that something they're actually doing? I forget. That might have been a joke that we made.
No, I
think they are actually doing it.
Yeah, because they did, which is funny. They did for the finals.
Yeah, it's just commercials. It's just all billboards. Like, yeah, I'm fine with them getting paid, and I'm fine with them if they bring in a bunch of money. It is what it is. But it's I don't like how much of it is just a commercial. Like, yeah, why are all my ads getting interrupted by basketball?
Well,
that's what it feels like.
Yeah, literally. Well, I was just curious. The NBA teams this season generated $1.62 billion off of sponsors. That's a lot of money. Just no wonder. So what I want to do, there's been this fucking common theme of like comparing WNBA to NBA. Take away all ad and sponsor revenue from these NBA teams, then show me how much you're generating a year. Because if you don't have a bunch of people paying you millions of dollars independently, are your teams really making that off of concessions, off of fans, off of
views? Yeah.
Like, I doubt they are. So the NBA league revenue probably is not what it actually is.
I want to know what's going to happen to the Thunder whenever they got to pay other people, because of course the salary cap's going to keep growing as it always does, but right now it's $154 million. So they're paying Shai Gilgeous-Alexander half of what they have to pay people.
If this is correct, then this also just goes into it even more. That $1.62 billion, 5 years ago, it was 91% lower. It has increased 91% in 5 years in terms of the money spent and brought in by it.
Yeah, and viewership hasn't. No, viewership's actually been tanking.
So that's where, on the business side, I want to see the analytics of the NBA, and I want to see exactly how much revenue are you making off of the things that we had just discussed, and how much are you making whenever you add in all these sponsorships, because I think that's the reason why they're doing what they're doing and have what they have. Because that's crazy.
Yeah, like I'm fine with sponsorships, obviously, because we got something in front of them. We don't have a ton of room to talk, but at the same time, there will never be a point in this show where everything's gonna have a goddamn logo on it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just never gonna happen. I mean, for multiple reasons. One's because we're never gonna get NBA level views, but But it's also like in some fantasy world, if we were to get 20 different companies that were like, hey, we want to promote this, like we're going to say no to probably 18 of them.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like there's no need to make everything a full blown commercial the whole time. And there's no need to make it all a commercial or all a billboard. It's exhausting.
Well, eventually you just like for me, like I literally marketing and branding is what I do, and you just dilute your actual brand whenever you're covering it up with a bunch of other brands. Like you don't have an identity whenever you do that. You lose everything that, and for sports, for anybody that's a fan of any sport, like any sport, that's what your identity is. So you're taking away the name or whatever it may be on a jersey or on anything. You're adding it with a fucking patch of some brand that, like, I already have to see their ads all the time or see, or we already use it. That's what's more frustrating. There's only 30 teams. We've already used all these things that people are advertising, that they're paying for. So it's just, I don't know.
It is crazy. On the rare occasion I see one of their ads and I say, what the hell is that? I genuinely don't know what it is. I remember when the jersey sponsorships first started, a lot of them were like that. I was like, I don't know what this is. Yeah. I've never heard of this.
Which a lot of it is also regional to the areas that they're in, like whether it be banks or corporations or whatever it may be.
Some of them have a half decent look with them, or at least did. I remember whenever they first started the jersey sponsorships. I remember the Cavs were sponsored by Goodyear, and it was just the little Goodyear wing thing. It looked good, and I was like, that looks fine. Yep. Like that looks perfectly fine.
Yep. Yeah, that doesn't take anything away, but they also didn't have anything fucking, all over the court or It's just too much to me. It's so much less about the sport itself, and even the sport itself, like.
Yeah, most sports now are not like the sport's not the main focus. It's the presentation and the showmanship. And
Yep. Well, that's my issue with sports betting. With like people our age and youngers, that I've realized is like, for a lot of people that do the shit and you see it online or whatever, it's these people don't care. Like they just, which obviously if you're betting, it's about money, but I don't know. They're not into it for the game itself or for the sport or for their team. It's only about chasing this giant win so that I can throw it on social media or something. Which I get because it's fun, but it's also not. It's kind of dumb to risk a lot for.
Did you see the Malik Beasley guy got he got in trouble for gambling?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did. What did he do?
Oh, dude, it is just normal shit. Like I think he was, just betting on games.
Oh.
But the crazy thing about it is that he was betting on these games because he has like an astronomical amount of debt. Yeah, that's.
I feel bad for him.
I'm trying to find one that doesn't have 75 million pop-ups here.
Mr. Malik
had his wages garnished by his former dentist. That's wild.
Well, that's just shitty.
Yeah, former Milwaukee Bucks. God damn it, pop-up ads. Former Milwaukee Bucks guard Malik Beasley paid local barber and dentist $60,000 after lawsuits.
Holy shit.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, they sued him because he didn't repay loans. He got loans from these places. And I think that's what the whole thing was. That's how his whole debt accumulated, was just a bunch of loans that he was like getting from people, and then he was just gambling it. There was a clip that I saw from somewhere. He was it was in a game that he was in. They were down like 11. And in like the final seconds, like everybody just stopped moving because it was the final seconds, and he's like sprinting to the other end of the floor to close the spread. He needed to cover the spread. They were down like 11 or 9 or something like that. No, not a snowball's chance in hell of them coming back. Game was over. It was in the closing seconds, and then he just sprinted down the floor and made the last layup with like a second left. And when I saw that, I was like, man, how did it take this long to find out this guy was betting on sports? I could have told you that right there. If you'd have told me the spread of that game when it was going on and I saw that happen, I would have said, oh, I know what he was doing.
Yeah.
I
Clear a lot.
Yeah, I know exactly what he was doing there.
Yeah, now it's too easy and too common.
Yeah, they lent him the dentist place lent him $1,000 followed by $2,000, $1,000 on May 3rd, $2,000 on May 8th, and $3,000 on May 12th.
Shit.
That to get to a certain point where it's their own goddamn.
No, that is. That's that's a three strike rule.
Yeah.
And why did he keep increasing it?
Yeah, right. I would have after
that.
I would have had my suspicions on the second one. When it got to the third one, I said, "All right."
Yeah.
When it got to the third one over the course of 9 days, I would have said, "Okay." Like, what?
Didn't you just give him a total of everything you've given him? Again? Yeah, that's dumb. That's dumb.
Yeah, that's nuts. He was part of a 6-person gambling ring. It says.
Oh, it wasn't a good one. Do better.
Yeah.
Or you could dubby. You can be
better. Yeah. Well, we know he's not going to be buying any of our stuff. He's going to pay back too many people. Bummer.
But if you use promo code Backroad Malik,
it will save him 10%.
Yeah, 10%.
He could get 10% off.
And I'll tell you what, that is almost worth it, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that I won't lend him anything. I don't have the kind of money that they lent him, but
yeah,
if I did, he's not getting it.
Yeah.
I guess it would be kind of hard to turn him down though, especially whenever his contract information is public and like, oh, he's good for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you find out he's.
No.
I want to know where the hell the rest of it went. It doesn't say that. Like, I want to know where the hell the rest of it went.
Professional athletes.
Oh, all of those loans were after they gave him $10,000.
Nice.
Yeah, on April 11th, Beasley provided a loan agreement and promissory note of $30,000 to Delicate Smiles, and the company provided a $20,000 advance. That was on April 11th. On April 24th, they gave him a $10,000 advance. On April 30th, Cairo Cuts lent Beasley $1,000. The next day, they lent him $9,000. And he gave the company another loan agreement and promissory note for $30,000. Yeah. Then, May 3rd, the dentist place, they gave him $36,000 over the course of a month. Why?
Yeah.
At what point are you like, okay, dude?
When is the dentist liable for their own mistakes?
Yeah, 100%. Like he should be in trouble for betting on games, and because it's fucked up. Especially if he happens to be betting against himself, which I'm sure at some point he was. Especially if he needed to
recover.
Yeah, especially if he needed to make his money. But yeah, at what point do you stop? Like, I know if I let somebody borrow $10 and it doesn't get paid back, they're not getting any more off of me.
And that's $100.
Yeah, and that's $10.
Yeah.
If I had $36,000, and if I lent somebody $36,000 and they didn't pay it back, not only am I not giving them any more, I'm going to kill them. I am going to find somebody and take their life. That's a lot of money. I would at the very least fuck with their house or their car or something for that kind of money. Like, that's a lot of money.
Guys, can't forget this one. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's fucking bananas.
Retarded. People are dumb.
Yeah, that dentist office is a bunch of dipshits. They need an accountant or something in there. Somebody that knows a thing or two about money to control their money, because they obviously don't.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, dude, I know we just gave you $20,000 a couple weeks ago, but here's another 10.
Don't worry. You're good for it.
Yeah, I know I know you said you were only going to pay us back $30,000, but here's another $1,000, $2,000, and $3,000 over the course of the next 9 days.
Just in case you need it, that's all it's for.
That's unreal. Yeah, I didn't know those details of it. I knew that he was in some deep shit and some debt, but
that makes sense. He's a big old dummy.
Yeah.
Big old dummy.
He at least outsmarted wherever that was. Something Smiles. He outsmarted the shit out of them. That's just fucking nuts.
Looking at some of the pictures here.
The hell is that?
So I'll throw it up on screen. I was going to talk about it. So this is known as the City of Anarchy. This was a suburb city that was started in the late 1800s in China. Or 1800s, might be right. No, I think it was.
It looks like, I don't know if anybody that's watched, no, it's not Rick and Morty, it's the other one, Solar Opposites. That looks like the wall that they shrink the humans and keep them in.
Well, it probably came from this, because this is known as the Kulon Wall City. I'll have it up here on the screen so everybody can see it now. But I forget the exact size of it, but everybody can see that it's really crazy. There were, at its very peak, 50,000 people staying in this total of like however many acres plot. The buildings were all obviously stacked on top of each other to no extent, but the street level there is where you'll find is where all the like shops and together doctors' offices. That's hilarious. Dude, that really does, dude.
Especially that first picture I saw, the scroll over to that one, the diagram. The first thing I thought was the wall from the.
Yeah, super crazy. But they had like no room. There was, I forget, however, there was retarded amount of wells, because for being a small pot, you had to have water. But there was a lot of these places didn't have plumbing or anything, so you had to worry about that. You had to worry about drugs really bad. I just saw it and read up on it. I was like, that is freaking crazy. 77 wells inside the city that went down 90 meters. So that's not 90 meters is not too deep either for a well. So that's crazy. But it started with just a small, like little walled city or walled town in the late 1900s, and then it slowly progressed to where in 1950 it was kind of a larger city or a larger town, and then it grew into a city. Hopefully everybody can see it if I can get a good one. I don't like that diagram. I'll find the article that I had read it on. It'll be really cool because it's what I pulled this picture from, because that picture was right before it was pretty much demolished.
Oh, so it's like gone now.
Part of it's there, but I don't think people are living in it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I don't see how you freaking crazy. But just very small, very cool, and very disturbing that people lived like that for a very long time.
That's fine. The hell? Wow.
Yeah. There was school, like everything you could think of. It was literally its own little city or own little country inside of there. Like they had everything. Police didn't go there for however long. Very interesting. Oh,
Yeah, it's a freaky looking place.
no, dude, it's awful. This right here I'm going to throw up because I'm a marketing guy, and I always make fun of logos whenever they're fucking dumb and you make a big deal about. So, Bentley, you're retarded.
Let me see.
Old logo, new logo. Ooh. Big deal.
That's like that. It's like, I don't know if you've ever seen that meme, but it's the dude like on. There's a dude supposed to be like a weight loss picture, and all the second pic like it's before and after, and all the after is the picture of the guy that's like just further back, and it said all Bird did was step back.
Yeah, it's literally
That's what that looks like.
Yeah, you guys can see it there, but it's literally the difference between me now and me now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's pretty spot on.
Everything's still there, just slightly different position for something. It's really dumb. It just upsets me because you shouldn't announce a rebrand like that if you're not rebranding.
That was like when we talked about Walmart, right?
Yeah,
you brought up the Walmart, and it was like they used a different shade of blue.
Yeah, that's
and it was barely different. It was almost the exact same thing.
Yes, freaking frustrating. Side note, just so everybody knows, that anybody goes to AMC theaters. AMC released, they put out a public message, but it's posted at all their theaters as well. Just let everybody know there's a minimum 25 to 30 minutes of previews now before your movie starts. So if you have a 7:05 movie time, don't expect it to start till minimum 7:30. Now that's what they said for all movies. I mean, so go late.
Yeah, I'm actually perfectly fine with that because they did it anyway.
Yeah,
like they did it without the warning. You know what I mean? So I at least do appreciate the warning.
Well, it's gotten a lot worse here in recent years, like as everything has, obviously. We just talked about that sports, but it's gotten a lot worse with the amount and just the duration of the shit because it's unnecessary. I was fine with it whenever they were real movies, but now it's just horseshit that you're playing. It's not even the regular, like, don't forget your movie theater trivia or anything like that. Like, they're really just Sony and Samsung ads and, like, they're real TV ads.
I will never forget. When I went to, like, opening night of one of the Avengers movies. I think it might have been Infinity War. There were no previews.
Really?
And I almost shit myself. Like, I was just in there and I was like, all right, well, it's showtime. Get ready for the previews to start. And they didn't.
It's just
the movie started. I said, what the hell? So what's going on here?
That's cool. That's cool.
I think it was Infinity War. My mind was blown. And it was on a Thursday night, so I was like, thank God, I got shit to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm glad to get out of here a little early. That movie's already long as hell.
Yeah. That's funny. That's
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
I haven't either. I haven't watched any of those in a long time. Since they came out, actually. Or dang near.
Did you see Sacha Baron Cohen as Mephisto?
No.
You know who that is, right? Or not Mephisto, but Sacha Baron Cohen. He's fucking poor.
Yeah. Me and Faith, there's a movie came out in 2016. Faith sent me for us to watch.
It's just mind blowing.
You know, I bet he's gonna own it though. Is that out yet? I've gotta watch that.
Ironheart, yeah, it's out now. I think it's been out for a few weeks.
I got really bad reviews. I'm excited.
Yeah,
to add to it.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of shit gets really bad reviews sometimes for just no reason. Like, it doesn't even have to be bad. I don't know if this is bad. One thing I've learned is I've learned to not listen to all the reviews, especially with Marvel movies, because a lot of the times they just get review bombed by people who are just like being pricks.
Now, that or overhyped. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, sometimes they do put out shit that sucks, but I remember hearing everybody talk about how Captain America, like the new, like Brave New World or whatever. Mm-hmm. I remember everybody talking about how that sucked, and then I watched it when it came out on Disney Plus. It wasn't the best movie in the world, but I watched it and was like, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it
wasn't nearly as bad as people made it out to be. People made it out to be like it was some sort of fucking atrocity on film. It was fine. There was nothing wrong with it.
No, if they didn't set such a high standard with the regular Avengers movies, with the first phase of the Marvel movies, then that would have been a high class superhero movie.
Yeah.
They dropped it out so many times that it's going to be hard to beat whenever you set your standard at what it is repetitively too.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It's okay.
This picture's hilarious.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
That's funny as hell. It would be cool if he looked just exactly like that.
Yeah.
He was still playing with Beast, and it would be even cooler if he didn't look like that. He looked like this, like he does, but he still used the voice. Yeah. Big ass. Surely somebody's gonna make an edit.
Yeah.
Surely somebody's gonna make an edit. Like it wouldn't be hard to make this like a little silly one where you just take that clip and then put Borat audio over it. It was.
Yeah.
Man, these pictures are funny.
He is one of the funniest characters or people, but more characters to come out. I'm excited to see him in that Honestly.
Yeah.
I didn't know that at all. Didn't even know he was in it.
I didn't know he was in it until today. I saw it earlier today, I believe. I think this morning before he went golfing, I saw it.
Yeah, I might watch that.
Like, I saw the clip of them introducing Mephisto. I did not realize that's who it was.
Yeah.
And then I saw somebody say, it was, oh, Sacha Baron Cohen is Mephisto and Ironheart. I said, what? I said, like, that one? Like, the Borat guy, right? Yeah, that picture's fucking sweet.
I'm excited.
I might watch a little bit of that show tonight. Just to see. He actually looks like a movie villain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could give a good double review of the show next week.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
There's so many good pictures on here. I hope by the end of the show he at least shaves off the beard and he's just got the mustache. And keep the long hair, but just big mustache. I wonder if he's gonna look human the whole time, or if he's actually eventually gonna turn into the red.
Yeah. I don't know.
Devil looking fellow.
Guess we'll find out. That'll be good to know. Well, I'll be honest. He's pretty scary looking. This would be a good time to show everybody. It's America Day. What's America's Day without a little safety? With as dangerous as this guy is, we need a little safety in here. So it's time for a little toy review.
Oh, nice.
I've been pretty excited to bring this out. So, Power Rangers.
Oh, dude, for a second I thought that was a gun.
It is.
Oh, I guess it is.
It's technically a gun. Don't even fucking try it.
And that's like the sound.
It's the Dolphin Blaster, yeah. Okay. Well, everybody watch out, because if you mess with me, then I got the line hammer as well.
What the hell? I don't remember these.
You don't remember these, really?
I remember where they're from. Like, I remember what Power Rangers these were, but I don't remember them having this big ass thing.
This is Ninja Storm. And then I got my Hawk Blaster. Best thing about it? Oh, well.
Oh, you're saying
my battery.
You need to reload. That's what it is.
My batteries are dying, but my batteries work for these. I just need to replace them. So, if anybody's ever feeling real frisky, what I do here is I just lock her into place. See, whenever it touches in here, it makes a different sound as the blaster.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't remember that from the show at all.
It's whenever each of theirs goes together, they make the giant one.
Yeah. I remember most of the giant ones. I don't remember this one. I guess it's because I didn't have it.
Well, what's really cool is if we don't feel safe enough and we've got that.
I remember that. I had that. I definitely remember that one. As the beetle and the goddamn whatever the other one.
Yeah, this one I'd already showed the bottom of everybody, but just so you can see it here, it's nice. I've got the plastic top. This is usually broken off, so it's cool that I have that. But if we're not feeling safe enough here...
Holy shit. It's a long boy there.
I'm telling you, guys.
We can go hunting with that thing.
Literally, we could just slay a whole message here right now. I am so dialed in. The other night, I was going around the apartment, sighting it in, making sure nobody was breaking in.
Tony.
Protecting my family. I'm telling you, I felt I just felt like a monster. I just felt like a monster. Just don't mess with me. I'm telling you.
I do not remember that. I don't remember the original 3. I remember those, because I had those ones. I remember those ones, but I don't remember the... What the hell?
Depends on which one you want in the front.
What the I don't remember that at all. I definitely don't remember it being interchangeable. Does it have one where the red one can go in the middle? Or does it only have those two?
It's just these guns as far as much as I...
That's pretty cool, though.
Well, yes, it could.
Wow. All right. Versatility.
Yeah. So, everybody, Power Ranger Ninja Storm with me.
Yeah, I remember having this one. This one, I vividly remember this one.
Oh,
And it's funny that you said that this thing's usually broke off because you're absolutely right. Mine was.
all of them that I found 40 of them online, and that one was always broke. And I was trying to get the foam discs that it shoots out, but then I found out that those foam discs are just literally pieces of foam that were cut into circles. So there's nothing special about them. There's no marking on
just
them.
make a new one.
So I can just make new ones because it doesn't actually add value. The only thing that's missing is on this side right here. It had like these little things came out of that side, but overall it's good. And I've got to be honest. Since I've had these, my family has not been attacked once.
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, everybody.
Yeah, the only one I ever had the big one of was Dino Summer. I had that one.
See, every time whenever it's in a different form, depending on the setup, it makes a different noise. And that's sick. See, that's where you built it up. Love it, love it. I love toys. These are so fun. I've been wanting to show these for a long time. I got a bunch of them.
How did you get them?
I've been building them for a while. Whenever it was that I showed you this, it started that after that week. Whenever I had this and my other one that's over there, the one that breaks down.
Yeah.
I probably had them together for probably 2 months or so. They're just in all of my. I've got so much shit over there. Most of my toys I put in boxes, which these were in a box, but I was just waiting for the right time, and I figured an in-person one would not be a bad one because then
you just shocked the viewers.
I just had to show them, you know, what the Backroad Banter security team has in their arsenal, so that if anybody tries to mess with us, well.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get one of those for whenever those kids try to open my apartment door again, and I can just fucking bludgeon them with it.
Dude, do you know how that would be so funny?
That'd be for a crazy headline
if you brought out. That would be so funny if you brought out Power Ranger toys. I've got a bunch of them. I'm ready. I'm ready to attack anybody.
I forget so many. I had just about all of the generic guns they had. Like, you remember how they all would have their own guns, but they were like all the same?
Mm-hmm.
I had so many of those.
Yeah.
I think I had those from every series from the moment they introduced them until like I was like 8 or 9.
Mm-hmm. One of my favorite ones was the Dino Thunder gun that they all had. It was that like double barrel blaster.
It has like the teeth out. Yeah, it turns into a sword. Is that what it did? And it had the teeth on the side of it. Yeah, I had one of those here. It's probably in the attic.
I saw one at the toy show and I was going to get it, and I went up to it, and instead of being the heavy duty quality one like I had, it was all plastic, and I was like, mine was a lot better than this. Like, mine was pretty good all the way.
Yeah.
Very cool. So I just want to show everybody that.
Power Ranger toys were always cool as shit. No wonder they made so much money.
Yeah, dude, you can't freaking beat them. They bring happiness to people. Can't beat people.
I'm trying to remember which other ones were cool. Shit. I liked the Dino Thunder one, the red one that just had the big ass staff.
Yeah, that Dino staff.
That was sweet. It pissed me off because in the show that thing was like 8 feet long, and then like the toy's like this.
Yeah. The toy was only this long.
I was so disappointed as a kid. I was like, oh man.
I wasn't disappointed in the length of it as a kid. I was disappointed in the fact that it was so flimsy. There was literally no. Like, you couldn't keep it as a staff. It would always break and bend over to the gun portion.
Yeah, because it was, like, designed to change shapes.
Yeah. And it was actually really... It was just awful. It was a really flaccid one, basically, because it would not stay up. It frustrates me to this day, like, thinking about it. I was always pissed off about it. Ryan played with that one more than me, and it's because I was like, I'm not playing with that. Like, I can't do what I want. I don't want to play with it as a gun, because even as a gun, you have to hold it like this because everything wanted to flop.
It's great.
It's frustrating, man.
That's funny as shit.
Oh,
man,
too funny.
I wish I had a good review.
Here, we got another review. Peelers.
Yes.
Apple. We had done the a strawberry one there a few weeks ago, and I figured let's keep it going. Do it together with the apple version and see what we think.
I probably like that one a lot more because I love apple pie for shit.
Oh, well, they're big as fuck. You can just reach in there and grab some.
Good God. These ones aren't individually wrapped like the other ones were. The other ones were, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Do they actually peel or am I stupid? Oh, okay, no, I see it. They do.
Not easily.
Yeah, I don't think you can do it by biting them. You just gotta like rip it by hand. But yeah, it definitely has a skin on it.
Okay.
They're pretty damn good.
Want some more?
Yeah, I'll take another one.
Grab some.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. I like these a lot more.
Mm-hmm. I just like apple flavored stuff, but yeah, these kick ass.
Yeah, these peelers, green apple. I rate these a lot higher than those. I've tried a lot of these peelable gummies. I think it's a really dumb concept. Just because, well, it takes longer to eat, get a little messy, and very few of them are ever easy to actually peel.
There you go, I got it.
But that's actually salt flavored.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I know if those were around when I was a kid, I would love those things to know then.
Yeah. That's not bad at all. Well, I'll continue to pick those up periodically. They've got orange and grape and mango and lemon, and so I'll continue to pick those up, and we can keep that going as a running thing.
Yeah.
That's not bad though. Give it a 6 out of 10 overall as a candy. The flavor was much better, and if you want to have fun, you can have fun. I'm just a gummy connoisseur, and the quality of the gummy is not high enough to where you can have as much as you want to. I'm done with them.
Yeah, I'll take one more out of this. I was just reading the.
Not what I thought that they would be.
They don't peel as easy as the strawberry one.
No. Tastes good, but the quality of the gummy is just not there. So I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10.
They expire in 1 year.
Nice.
Yep. Well, 1 year from the day this comes out, I guess. Not 1 year from right now.
Nice. And to be.
That's right. I wish I did have a good review other than all this stuff that we talked about earlier. I reviewed that. This stuff kicks ass. I don't even have a number rating for it because I can't count that high. But it's up there. These stickers are sweet though. I could review our stickers now that I finally got a sheet of them in front of my face. I love the one with me on it.
We've got our stickers.
I'm definitely getting. Yeah, I guess I don't know how easily the camera's gonna pick it up. It's a big old sheet of stickers here.
Yeah, if anybody's interested, message our
message our Instagram or a TikTok or whatever, and
got a variety of them. You can have Wyatt, you can have me, you can have a turtle, you can have a goat, you can have both of us.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah, we just got the show logo, which is nice. I will have that on my computer, and along with the QR codes and myself. I will have myself on there. Yeah, I gotta make sure Jocelyn gets one of these. I don't know which one. I gotta have a Jonathan on like everything I have.
Dude, I know Jonathan's so nice. I need to get some big ones.
I gotta have Jonathan everywhere.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Well, heck yeah. Yeah, dude.
Good.
Well, you know what? I don't know if you have anything else. I think I'm all tapped out on information.
All right. I got some things we can close with then. Dubby rocks. Everybody check it out. Promo code Backroad, you know.
Yeah, for sure. W.gg, not .com. I don't know what happens if you search W.com. I got a computer in front of me. I will find out. So maybe you can do that too.
Just find out W.com and see what happens.
No. It is W.gg. Yep. Not .com. .gg. You can find all this cool shit. The limited edition flavors are still in stock as of recording day. I bet that's good. Blue Tropical Punch.
Yeah.
That might kick ass. Yeah, you can get all kinds of shit. And then if you use our little promo code, you get 10% off. It's already cheaper than energy drinks.
Yep.
Make it even cheaper than energy drinks.
Check it out.
All of it.
Yeah.
Ranked the #1 tasting energy drink according to my mom's taste buds. That's actually what their website says.
I like that because that's an ad that I'm going to start running with according to my mom's opinions. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, check out Bubby. Do all that normal thing. It's really nice outside, middle of summer. Everybody go enjoy the weather. Do something. Soak it up. Oh my gosh. Don't be lazy. Don't be stuck inside. Find the time to just do something and go for a walk because you need it. Your body needs it. And your brain needs it. Go right there to the bottom of this video right now and you'll find the link. But go and sign my national petition to get Walmart to open up to 24 hours a day.
Yeah, I want to get back to Walmart in the middle of the night, please.
Yeah, this would very much help people that work late at nights. This would help families that take late night vacations or leave early in the mornings. This would help really a whole lot of people and hurt none because there's very few people fucking working anymore.
And it would also help people like me that don't like being crowded around by old slow ass people in Walmarts that don't know what they're getting. Like when you do go to the Walmart in the middle of the day, shopping doesn't, like grocery shopping at least, doesn't have to take as long as it does. But there are too many idiots meandering around the Walmart. So if you're like me and you don't like meandering around the Walmart with idiots, then yeah, bring back the 24 hours so I can go to Walmart in the middle of the night peacefully and get my stuff.
Yep. And if we can do this, guys, then my next petition is going to be to bring back super Walmarts. And whenever we're able to reinstate the super Walmart into each state of the United States, each state within this entire country, I'll throw a couple into Canada even. I do believe that just about every issue that we're currently facing will be resolved because things were way better when there were super Walmarts around.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I thought they just all were now. That's why they dropped the name.
No, because none of them are super. Most of them don't have anything that's a super now. Super Walmarts had a whole bunch of offerings. Now there's just basic Walmarts.
Oh, really?
That's what I assumed.
Yeah.
I don't know. That'll be for next week.
We're going to find that out.
We're going to talk about that.
Yeah, because
But sign it.
You know what, though? Technically, none of them are anymore because I always thought the thing about the Walmart supercenters is they were always open. I don't think all of the Walmarts were always open. I think some little ones may have closed at their own discretion.
Yeah.
The supercenters didn't.
Yeah.
The supercenters.
Which would make sense.
I might be wrong about that. We'll dig into that too.
We'll find out. But either way, sign it. Get them to stay open later. And let's all enjoy a little late night grocery shopping or early morning snack grabbing.
Yeah.
And other than that, happy 4th of July. I hope that you all have a good day, a good week, a good 2 days, and then a whole week, I guess, because we've got a while.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's been a great episode. Appreciate you guys joining us for a holiday special, we'll say.
Yeah. Light off your fireworks safely, drink responsibly, and have a good time, celebrate, hang out with your friends and your family, and do shit outside. You do some grilling. You know, if you got a pool, go to the pool. That's where I'm going. And then if you don't, then I want to go find one. Just go find something to do, like Justin said earlier. Go do some shit. And then if by off chance you are on your phone, of course, watch this. Follow us on all of our stuff. Backroad Banter 304 on Instagram, backroad.banter.podcast on TikTok, and just the normal name on YouTube and Spotify. Just check it all out.
Yep.
Go check it all out. There you can also find our promo code and order some of our stuff.
Yep.
So you don't even have to remember it. You don't have to write it down. Just follow the accounts. You'll find it.
Heck yeah.
It's there.
Well, looking at
all I got.
Yep. That looks like that's the end. So we do appreciate everybody being here for episode 27 of the Backroad Banter podcast. We'll see you guys next week.
Oh, my legs. I'm broken.